Have you ever found yourself saying, I suck at Smite? I don't know how to use this god's abilities correctly. Or my girlfriend hates me? Well, if you've said two of those three things, then this video's for you. Because I'm going to walk you through how to use Knox's abilities effectively together and in tandem. Which is just another way to say together, but it's a little fancier. Her number one is a rooting majig that, as you can see, holds people in place while your friends mercilessly kill them. Fun! Her number two is basically a big black ball of silence. And that can be daunting at first, but really it's very easy to avoid. Now here comes the interesting part. Separately, that big ball of silence does nothing, because people just move out of it. It takes 2 seconds for any damage to take place, and if they don't want to be silenced, they just walk to the left or right. I mean, lame. It's like going into a building that you want to blow up and saying, hey, I'm gonna blow this building up in like a half hour, so if you want to live, like, just leave within a half hour. And that's not very effective. So the key to using Knox's abilities effectively is putting your number two down first, and then using your number one to hold them in place while the damage hits. That means that they'll be taking the damage over time effect from your number one ability, while the damage from your number two explodes in their faces. Ha 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 ha. Sexual innuendos. Knox's 1 and 2, when used together, are a deadly combo, forcing opponents from 100% health to somewhere around 30-35% usually, making them retreat from the fight. However, when used separately, they're like a boy band that tried to go on and have solo careers. I mean, the Backstreet Boys are fantastic, but I ain't paying money to watch AJ go on tour by himself. I mean, Jack Johnson said it best when he said, banana pancakes. Wait, that's not the song. Oh, everything's better when we're together, just like Knox's 1 and 2. So remember that, newbies, when you start playing this god. Now that I've walked you through Knox's main thing with her number 1 and number 2, I think it's time we talk about her dash, her number 3. Her dash is one of the more versatile ways to damage an opponent in the game, as I feel it takes a lot of competence and practice to use it effectively. Her number 1 can cause damage when going through an opponent, but it also causes damage when exiting from a player's shadow. That's right, Knox can actually dash into one of her teammates, become a part of their shadow, and then break out, causing damage on exit. This means you can actually hit, if timed correctly, an opponent on the way into one of your teammates, become their shadow, and then immediately exit, dealing damage in a circle around you. Is it easy? No, of course not, you nincompoop. It takes practice, but with practice, you'll find that it's a valuable tool in your growing arsenal of Knoxousness stuff. Now, I like to think of Knox as an excellent professional hitchhiker, because her dash allows her to get into battle or out of battle by using the gifts and talents of other gods. And Geb is a great god to play alongside as well, as he can help you initiate. The coolest thing about Knox's 3 is that when you become someone's shadow, you literally do not take any damage. That's right, 0 damage, which means you can go into Geb's shadow and watch him become viciously raped by zombie werewolves in the middle of a firestorm and not feel a thing in the morning. Now I want to finish this video by talking to you about Knox's ultimate, which is a big black ball of damage that travels both very far and very fast. This ball of damage explodes on impact in a 20-meter radius, causing damage to those around it and also applying weakness, which means your opponents will have 30% less damage that they can do to you for a period of time. Now, I know most of you are going to continue using Knox's number 4 as a finisher to progress your solo careers as a smitist. But the real ninja warriors are going to understand that using her number 4 to start a fight when the enemy team is clumped together is going to be extremely advantageous for everyone involved. Now, I'm not saying you can't use it to finish somebody off that needs to go down, but I am saying to consider it as an initiation tool rather than just a finisher. Well, I sure hope you liked this combo guide video, because it was horrible to make. Seriously, I hated this. But give it a thumbs up and a like if you enjoyed it, and remember to share it with your friends, because that helps or whatnot. Anyways, if you need me, I'll be listening to Backstreet Boys.